And Kotak Mahindra has acquired Barclays India's retail loan portfolio with outstanding loans of 700 crore rupees. Now, this gives Kotak Mahindra Bank access to 6,000 loan accounts of Barclays India. Let's go across to Anirudh Ghosh, who has more details on that story. Anirudh.
Certainly, George, as you mentioned, this deal actually gives access for Kotak Mahindra to a quality loan portfolio from Barclays. Of course, Barclays is in the process of winding down its retail operations in a few of its non-core geographies. Of course, they've come out with a statement saying that they will be focusing only on the wealth management, investment banking and the corporate banking space going forward in India. And of course, this sale is clearly part of their long-term strategy in the global arena as well. So clearly, if you look at it from Kotak Mahindra's point of view, they're getting about 6,000 clients, they're getting assets worth 700 crore rupees. We're not very clear as to how much of a premium they paid on this at this point of time. That hasn't been disclosed by the company, but from what we hear from our sources, it could be close to about 5% of the amount which they're getting as per the assets. So that comes to about close to about 50 crore rupees or so. Of course, they also have said that they will be looking at further acquisition opportunities. They've been very vocal in the past, also saying that they would be looking at acquisition, whether it be by the way of portfolio acquisitions or through pure inorganic play. So clearly, these are things that Kotak Mahindra has been talking about for quite some time now. They're sitting on a lot of capital as well. So we could be looking at further acquisition opportunities from Kotak Mahindra Bank going forward as well.
All right, Anirudh, thanks very much for taking us through that portfolio acquisition by Kotak Mahindra. In fact, we have Paul Parambi, who's head of group strategy at Kotak Mahindra Bank, now joining us on the show from here in Mumbai. Paul, to begin with, if you could take us through the details of this acquisition that you've just completed of Barclays retail business.
Yeah, the broad contours are that we've picked up roughly about 700 crores worth of business loans from Barclays. This gives us about 6,000 customers, and these are essentially unsecured loans that we've picked up. For us, from a strategic sense, it adds a lot of value because on one side we've got good quality assets. These are performing loans. On the other side, these are good quality clients with whom we can do a lot more business, both in their personal capacity and with their businesses. And the entire small business loan segment is one which is strategically important to us, and this helps us to grow that.
You know, you get something like 6,000 customers, an outstanding loan portfolio of 700 crore rupees through this deal, but you haven't disclosed how much you're paying for it. Could you give us some details on that front?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to comment on the valuations because that's not something I can do because of confidentiality considerations. All I can say is that we are very pleased with the value that we've got in this portfolio. We are extremely value conscious as a firm, and we believe that this portfolio adds a lot of value to us. And for us, strategically, this is a step in the right direction. We are on the lookout for further inorganic opportunities, whether they are assets or whether they are businesses. And this is a good first step.
Okay, in that case, what kind of clients will you be acquiring in terms of ticket sizes and profiles?
Yeah, so these are essentially small business clients that we're getting. So I would categorize them at the lower end of the SME spectrum. In terms of ticket sizes, these are loans which have got seasoned for a few years, as a result of which, therefore, we've seen their performance over a period of time, and they are small loans. So the average outstanding, as you can see, is, for 6,000 accounts, we've got about 700 crores. So that means you're really talking of about 10 to 15 lakhs per loan is the amount which is outstanding. But this, of course, is the residual balance which is there.
Now, Paul, Kotak Mahindra Bank has been rather vocal about its plans to grow inorganically. If you could tell us what the progress on that front has been and the status on that.
See, as we've stated before, while of course, organic growth is going to continue to be very important to us. But going forward, I think inorganic growth will also be something which we'll be very seriously looking at. and we'd be looking at any assets or entities where we believe there is a good strategic fit and where we believe we are getting good value. And this was an example of something which made sense to us from both these perspectives. And we are clearly on the lookout for anything else which fits this requirement. As you're also aware, we are sitting fairly comfortable in terms of our capital. So we have enough capital with which we can sort of make these acquisitions.
Right, there are rumors that you're quite keen on acquiring Karnataka Bank. Is that something that you would be considering or looking at?
See, there are so many rumors which are there, about Kotak doing one thing or the other. So I can't specifically comment on specific rumors. However, if there is any bank, there is any brokerage firm, there is any asset manager, or there are any good quality portfolios which are a good strategic fit and add value to us, we are always keen to look at it.